Hi, I'm Selena Copeland, and I'm Equal Justice Works AmeriCorps Legal Fellow at the Public Interest Clearinghouse based here in San Francisco. The purpose of this video is to welcome you to your fellowship.
Hello, my name is Loy Nemard. I'm the Acting Director for AmeriCorps State and National at the Corporation for National and Community Service. Welcome to AmeriCorps.
Equal Justice Works is unlike any other AmeriCorps program in the country because we're the only national program that works with lawyers and law students.
Equal Justice Works is an organization that's been around for over 20 years now. What the organization is dedicated to is to increase the amount of public interest work being done by lawyers in the legal profession.
When you go to work in these legal aid organizations, it's important for you to be a good lawyer, but it's also important for you to be a good leader because you're often walking in to a position where it will call upon not only your legal skills, the new legal skills that you have, but it'll also call upon your leadership skills and your management skills as well.
Regardless of what your background or experience level is, these fellowships are opportunities to lead in your community, in your organization. So when, a lot of times folks, this is their first professional job, this is their first time with a full-time job out of school, I would say to set that all aside and really own the fact that in your community, in your organizations, you're adding critical capacity to meet need and fill the justice gap.
Expect this to be a transformational experience, to not forget to have fun and to think about the impact this is having on you at the same time that you're having such an amazing impact on the lives of others and on the communities that you're serving.
The most important thing to do is get out of your shell and get out of your comfort zone when you are working with clients, when you're at your host organization to meet as many people as possible, and to meet and get to know your colleagues, the rest of the AmeriCorps Fellows. We provide opportunities at the Leadership Development Training in Washington, at the Equal Justice Conference this year in Phoenix, as well as other opportunities for you to get to know one another.
The first training that you will have is the Leadership Development Training, where you come to DC and you are among all of the fellows that Equal Justice Works sponsors. You're with the Equal Justice Works Fellows as well as other AmeriCorps Legal Fellows. That's a 2.5-day training here in Washington, D.C., where we have both legal skills training and leadership training for the fellows.
Working with people well and effectively is sometimes not taught in law school, but here at Equal Justice Works, we ensure that all of our fellows learn to work with all types of people.
The second training that you'll attend is the Equal Justice Conference, which happens every year and is sponsored by the ABA and the NLADA, the National Legal Aid and Defender Association. That is in a different place each year, but that conference is a good opportunity for you to network with other practitioners in the field, from the executive director level to the new lawyer level, and learn about what is happening in the area of public interest law.
So this fellowship has been a really great opportunity to network with other fellows across the country, and we'll talk on the forums or we'll talk via email, but it's great to connect with people around the country who are working on the same issues.
We provide the methods, but it's up to the fellows themselves to reach out and to support one another. We have set up some things in place to help them, such as our public interest blog so they can share their stories, our YouTube channel so they can share videos and show what they're actually doing. They also have the opportunity to use the forums to reach out to any one of the fellows at any time, and they will have a list of their emails if they want to have some more direct contact.
We are going to start doing substantive legal webinars, hopefully after the fall events this year.
This year we're also going to be placing fellows in public defender organizations. So this will be the first year that we have both the civil and criminal legal component to our program.
And we also have a program with the National Institute for Trial Advocacy, where we provide scholarships to the fellows to get trial advocacy skills training.
This year is going to be a really interesting year. We have projects that we've worked on in the past, such as family law, immigration, pro bono management, and volunteer generation. But with the Recovery Act, we're going to be spending a lot of time on foreclosure matters, access to benefits, and all kinds of economic-driven issues.
In this economy, with this particular situation, We're seeing many people lose their homes to mortgage foreclosures. And our new program under the Recovery Act will bring a significant number of new lawyers focused on defending the homes of people who have come upon hard times. And that will not only increase the amount of work being done, but the goal is to save at least 1,000 homes for people who face these foreclosure actions.
What's really exciting about the national service movement right now is that we're in a really strategic moment where the President and Congress and the American people are gathering this just intense interest in giving back, and it's a real watershed moment for us. And my advice to anybody is not to waste that. It's a really important thing. It's a really important resource for all of us to engage people in communities.
Public interest law helps you redress some of the inequities in our society. Poor people don't have the same access to representation that rich people do. Women don't have the same rights that men do. Minority people don't have the same rights that majority people do. So there are a whole host of ways that we can make the promise of American justice more a reality. And that's really why most of us become lawyers. And there's nowhere else you can do that as effectively than as a public interest lawyer.
If and when you're in DC, please stop by our offices because now you're part of the Equal Justice Works family.